You've heard the stories, life-changing jackpots that start with just a single spin. But what if the system promising hope is actually designed to drain you? Insiders say the odds of winning a progressive jackpot do not improve as the prize grows. Casinos pocket a hope tax every time you chase that dream. Why do millions keep returning, convinced the next bet might be their last? The answer is not luck. It is psychology, and it is loaded against you. Here is how the game really works, and how you can break free. On any casino floor, slot machines fall into two main camps: fixed jackpots and progressive jackpots. A fixed jackpot always pays out a set amount. The payout does not change, no matter how many people play or how long it has been since the last big win. Progressive jackpots operate differently. Every time someone bets on a progressive machine, a small slice of that wager, sometimes just a penny on the dollar, feeds into a growing prize pool. The pool keeps climbing until one lucky player hits the right combination. Progressive jackpots come in three forms. The simplest is the standalone progressive. Only the bets placed on a single machine contribute to its jackpot. If no one plays, the prize barely moves. For regulars, these machines offer a quieter chase with smaller but still enticing top prizes. Next are local area progressives. These link a cluster of machines within the same casino. Each time a player spins on any connected machine, a portion of the bet goes into a shared pot. The jackpot grows faster, and the prize can reach impressive heights. The action is local, but the excitement is amplified, and players across the room are all fueling the same dream. The largest jackpots come from wide area progressives. These networks stretch across multiple casinos, sometimes spanning entire states or countries. With thousands of players feeding the same pool, prizes can soar into the millions. Names like Mega Moolah and Mega Fortune are famous for turning a single spin into a life-changing windfall. But with so many players, the odds of winning shrink dramatically. A floor supervisor puts it simply: the bigger the network, the bigger the jackpot. But your chance of hitting it gets smaller and smaller. No matter the type, standalone, local, or wide area, progressive jackpots all share one trait. The prize grows with every bet, yet the odds of winning remain hidden behind the flashing lights. The real difference lies in how many players are chasing the same pot and how quickly the meter climbs. Every progressive jackpot starts with seed money. Before a single player has touched the machine, the casino or game developer funds the prize with a guaranteed minimum, often $10,000, $20,000, or more. This is not charity, it is bait. The seed ensures that even after a jackpot is hit and the meter resets, the display never drops to zero. There is always something to catch the eye. Slot technicians and floor supervisors know the power of a big number. Machines with progressive meters are not hidden in dark corners. They are placed where the action is, near entrances, along main walkways, or in the center of the floor. The jackpot amount glows in bold, oversized digits. Sometimes it is flashing. Sometimes it ticks up audibly with every bet. That display is no accident. It is designed to grab attention, spark a sense of possibility, and pull people in from across the room. A former floor supervisor describes the effect. People see that meter and they stop in their tracks. Even if they were not planning to play, the number hooks them. The logic is simple. A slot machine with a fixed payout cannot compete with a progressive meter that promises life-changing money, even if the actual odds are buried deep in the machine's programming. The seed amount is the casino's investment in future play. It guarantees that the progressive meter never looks empty, even right after a win. As soon as the jackpot is hit, the meter resets to the seed and starts climbing again, fueled by a small slice of every bet. The display is always moving upward, always promising more. It is a visual magnet. engineered to draw people in before they even think about the odds. The psychology behind that pull runs deeper than most players realize. Every spin on a progressive slot machine is a tiny gamble with your brain chemistry. The moment the reels start spinning, your brain gets a hit of anticipation, a rush driven by dopamine, the same chemical that fires when you eat chocolate or win a hand in poker. But what keeps people glued to these machines is not just the occasional win. It is the chase, and more specifically, the near miss. A near miss is when the jackpot symbol lands just above or below the pay line, making it look and feel as if you were one step away from a life-changing payout. Neurological studies show that these near misses light up the same reward pathways in the brain as actual wins. That surge of dopamine does not just reward you, it drives you to keep playing, convinced that the next spin could be the one. This effect is not accidental. Game designers have learned to program near misses deliberately, knowing that players will feel a sense of progress even when they lose. The brain interprets these almost wins as proof that a jackpot is within reach, even though statistically nothing has changed. The odds of hitting the big prize remain locked, 1 in 10 million or even less. But the emotional pull gets stronger with every close call. Behavioral psychologists compare this to a variable reward cycle. The brain gets conditioned to crave the unpredictable, intermittent rewards that come with every spin. Sometimes you win a few dollars, sometimes you see those jackpot symbols line up just out of reach. Each event triggers a burst of excitement, a spike of hope, and a powerful urge to keep going. For some players, the effect is so strong that they lose track of time and money, chasing that next big hit. The near miss does not feel like a failure, it feels like a promise. All the while, the dopamine keeps flowing, pushing players to ignore the long odds and focus on the feeling that a win is just around the corner. This is the science behind why progressive jackpots are so addictive and why the hope they offer can come at such a high cost. The sensory experience on a casino floor is anything but accidental. Every detail from the color of the carpet to the pitch of a bell is engineered to keep players engaged. Slot machines loaded with progressive jackpots fill the air with a constant stream of electronic sounds. The jackpot meter ticks up with each bet, producing a subtle but persistent chime. That sound is not just background noise, it is a signal. It tells everyone nearby that the prize pool is growing, that someone, maybe anyone, could be the next big winner. Light plays its part too. The progressive meter glows with oversized digits, often pulsing or flashing as the value climbs. Even the placement of these machines is strategic. They are positioned at high-traffic intersections and near entrances, where the movement and excitement are impossible to ignore. The effect is cumulative. The sound of coins or credits, the sight of numbers rising, and the glow of lights all blend together to create a sense of urgency and opportunity. But there is another layer: social proof. Above the rows of machines, winner boards display names, jackpot amounts, and sometimes even photos of recent winners. This is not about celebrating luck. It is about creating a bandwagon. When players see that someone else has hit a massive payout, it feels like proof that the jackpot is real and within reach. The logic is simple. If it happened for them, it could happen for me. Casinos know this effect well. Winner boards are updated in real time, sometimes even showing a rolling list of payouts across the network. The message is clear. People win here, and the next name could be yours. Floor supervisors recall how crowds would gather after a big win, drawn by the noise and the spectacle. Even those who had no intention of playing found themselves stopping to watch, caught up in the moment. The design is deliberate. Every sound, every flashing number, every name on the winner board works together to keep players at the machines, feeding the meter and chasing a dream that feels just out of reach. This environment primes players to ignore the actual odds, focusing instead on the sensory cues and the evidence of others' success. The contradiction between what the senses promise and what the math delivers is at the heart of the progressive jackpot's appeal. Inside every progressive slot machine, a random number generator, known as RNG, runs the show. This algorithm cycles through millions of numbers every second, long before a player even touches the button. The moment a spin is triggered, the RNG picks a single number from its vast pool. That number determines the outcome instantly, mapping to specific symbols on the reels. Whether the jackpot meter shows $10,000 or $2 million, the odds of hitting the jackpot remain exactly the same. For most progressive slots, that means a 1 in 10 million chance on every spin, no matter how high the meter climbs. The jackpot itself is just one tiny slice of the RNG's range. Think of it like a massive wheel with 10 million segments. Only one of those segments is marked for the big prize. Every spin is a blind shot at that single outcome. The rest of the wheel delivers smaller wins, near misses, or nothing at all. The meter's rising value only changes the size of the payout, not the odds of landing on that winning slice. Regulators require that these machines are tested and certified to ensure true randomness. Gaming commissions publish technical standards, confirming that the RNG mapping does not shift as more money pours into the jackpot. The display may lure players with ever larger numbers, but the math behind the scenes never budges. The probability of winning the grand prize is locked in from the start, and no amount of meter growth can tilt the odds in the player's favor. This is the technical backbone of every progressive slot, a fixed chance hidden behind an ever-growing display. Not every progressive jackpot is built the same way. Some casinos use a model called the must-hit-by jackpot. Instead of letting the prize grow endlessly, the system is programmed to guarantee a payout before the meter reaches a specific cap. For example, after a jackpot resets, the computer quietly sets a random payout point somewhere between $1,000 and $3,000. Players never know the exact number. With every spin, the meter climbs closer to the hidden target, but the odds of hitting the jackpot on any given spin are mapped out in advance. The payout is locked in by the machine's programming the moment the last jackpot is won. A former slot technician, whose voice has been altered for privacy, explains that the must-hit-by range is set by the manufacturer. The computer picks a number, and the jackpot cannot go past it. But that does not mean your chance is any better as the meter rises. It is all predetermined. This variant may look like it is giving players a better shot as the jackpot nears its upper limit, but the probabilities are still tightly controlled. The meter creates a sense of urgency, especially as it inches toward the cap, but the real odds are set from the start. The casino manages its risk, ensuring the jackpot is paid out before reaching the maximum, while players keep chasing a prize that has already been decided by the system. For the house, this means a predictable expense and a steady stream of bets, all while keeping the illusion of a looming win alive. A former casino revenue manager puts it bluntly, progressive jackpots are a goldmine for the house. Players pay extra for hope, and most never realize it. The difference shows up in the numbers. On a typical progressive slot, return to player, RTP, hovers around 92%. A standalone machine with a higher RTP often pays back 96%. That gap may sound small, but it adds up fast. For every $1 you bet on a progressive, about 1 to 3 cents goes straight into the jackpot pool. Multiply that by hundreds of players spinning hundreds of times an hour, and the pool swells rapidly. But while the jackpot meter climbs, the base game quietly takes more from every dollar wagered. Consider a standard hour at the slots, 600 spins at $1 each. On a progressive, $600 wagered with 92% returned yields, an expected loss of $48. On a standalone machine with 96% returned, the expected loss is $24. The extra $24 is the price of chasing the dream, even though the odds of hitting the jackpot never improve. Over a year, for a regular player, That hope tax can drain thousands from a bankroll without a single big win. The contribution percentage, the slice of every bet that feeds the meter, does not just fund the prize pool. It quietly shifts the math in the casino's favor every single spin. Revenue managers track these numbers closely. The more enticing the jackpot, the longer players stay and the more they lose. The house edge is not just a theoretical concept. It is a real, measurable cost, paid hour after hour by people who believe they are getting closer to a life-changing payout. In reality, the only thing growing reliably is the casino's bottom line. Former casino technicians agree the simplest way to avoid the hope tax is to skip progressive jackpots altogether. Standalone slot machines, especially those with a published return-to-player percentage above 96%, return more to players over time. These machines are not linked to a giant network, so every spin is not chipping away at your bankroll to fund someone else's dream. State gaming commissions often publish payout percentages for every licensed machine. These reports are public, and a little research can reveal which games offer the best odds. Treat the jackpot meter as pure marketing, not a sign that you are getting closer to a win. The meter only shows how much has been collected, not your actual chance. Before you play, check the machine help screen or the casino website for return-to-player information. If you cannot find it, ask a staff member. Technicians say the highest house edge hides in the flashiest machines. Set a hard stop-loss before you start. Decide how much you are willing to lose, whether it is $20 or $200, and stick to it. The dopamine rush from near misses and ticking meters is powerful, but it fades quickly when the losses pile up. If you are playing for entertainment, think of the cost as the price of a movie ticket, not a ticket to a millionaire's life. Have you ever chased a rising jackpot, convinced the next spin was yours? Did you walk away ahead, or did the meter keep you playing longer than you planned? Share your story in the comments. Do you think the hope tax is fair, or do casinos cross the line? Your perspective matters, so let us hear it below. Every year, Americans lose over $40 billion to slot machines, much of it chasing jackpots that offer hope, not odds. As digital gaming expands and algorithms grow more sophisticated, the hope tax only widens its reach. The real gamble isn't the spin, it's believing the system is on your side. The next time the lights flash, remember who truly profits. Share your thoughts below.